Hello, a very good morning, all of you. This is the my 10th video, which is related to the non-destructive testing, and we are study about the ultrasonic testing and techniques, which is comes under the unit number fourth. My dear student, we had discussed in the previous video the basic principle of ultrasonic testing, and, uh, and the method of detection of defects in ultrasonic testing. What are the method of to detect of to find out the defects in the ultrasonic testing? We had discussed in the previous lecture, and also we had studies about the transmission method and the pulse echo methods. What are the function? What is the working of the transmission method, and what is the difference between the transmission method and the pulse echo method? We had discussed in the previous lecture the piezoelectric. What is now? We are going to study about the piezoelectricity. What is the piezoelectricity? The piezoelectricity means electricity from the pressure, and is derived from the Greek, uh, word piezo, which means to press or squeeze, and electric means electron, which is a source of electric charge. Piezoelectric materials exhibit the property of the generation of electric charge from any mechanical strain and vice versa. And the next point is the next topic is the natural piezoelectric mode. There are the actually what is the piezoelectricity is it means which is means to press or squeeze, or electrics means electron, which is source of the electric charge. And now the natural piezoelectric, there are some natural piezoelectric material and some man-made piezoelectric material. The first one is the natural piezoelectric material. What are the natural piezoelectric material? The first one is a berlinite, topaz, cane sugar, rocky salt, quartz, and silk. These are the natural piezoelectric material which is used in the ultrasonic testing. The next one is a man-made material. What is the man-made material? These are the barium titanate, lead titanate, lithium nibonate, sodium tungstenate, bismuth ferrite. And the next topic is the ultrasonic probes. What is the ultrasonic probes? It's very important sensor which generate acoustic signals and also detects returned signals. These signals are converted into electrical energy by transducer. Means it is a basically ultrasonic probe is used as a sensor, which plays a very important role in the ultrasonic testing. What are the types of ultrasonic probes and transducer? Basically, the probes means a transducer. So the transducer plays a very important role in the ultrasonic testing. So types of ultrasonic probes or transducer, there are the following types of the ultrasonic probes, such as the first one is a single compression transducer. What is a single compression transducer? Single compressor transducer are used to measure the thickness and to detect the flaws on plates, bars, forging, casting, extrusion during testing. It works by the emitting compression waves into the testing materials. Basically, it is used to the work of the emitting the compression waves for the testing of the material. That is a single compressor transducer. Second one is the tune compression. Dual element contact transducer measure thickness and defects, flaws, and corrosion in thin materials. Dual element transducer utilize the separate transmitting and receiving. ड्यूअल कंप्रेशन का मतलब ये हुआ कि इसमें दो तरीके का जो है हमारा कंप्रेशन वेव्स आएगा, जिसका हम यूटिलाइज करेंगे मटेरियल को टेस्ट करने के लिए, राइट. तो एंड द नेक्स्ट वन इज द एंगल बीम ट्रांसड्यूसर. व्हाट इज दिस? इट अलाउज द sound beam to be introduced into the test material at an angle. Plastic ways of control geometric are attached to the transducer active elements in order to establish the desired angle. Basically, angle beam transducer are used to make or find out here we desire some angle. So it is used for find out the desired angle. That is the angle beam transducer. Next one is a delay line transducer. What is this? It transmit and receive sound waves with one element coupled to the surface as with the compression transducer. The crystal is held off from the test piece surface by a delay block. This permits inspection very close to the piece surface, right? The next one is the immersion transducer. These are the ultrasonic transducer which is used in the non-destructive testing for the testing of the materials with the help of the ultrasonic techniques. The immersion transducer, what is this? In this type of probes or transducer will be immersed in the water tank. Listen very carefully. The transducer will be immersed in the water tank, and object is placed on the roller system so that the object move at constant speed past the transducer, and they were available as a flat faced or focused. And the next one is a wheel transducer. It operates in a similar to delay line transducer. They are typically used for the large area, right? Basically, wheel transducer is used for the large area. And the next one is a custom transducer. These transducers are required for a specialist application. They contains a number of elements for a specific location angles. And the next one is a very important, that is actually electromagnetic acoustic transducer, EMAT. It is also known as a short form is EMAT. What is EMAT? It generates the sound energy directly within the material placed in contact with this transducer. When a wire carrying current or electromagnet are used with an ultrasonic frequency wave, an eddy current is induced in the material. This eddy current will be experienced the Lorentz force. Once again I repeat the electromagnetic acoustic transducer. What is this? It generates the sound energy. Actually, it basically used to generate the sound energy directly within the material, right? Within the material, under the material, in the material, sound energy will be generated directly, placed in the contact with this transducer. Then a wire carrying current or electromagnet are used with an ultrasonic frequency wave, and eddy current is induced in the material. This eddy current will be experienced as a Lorentz force. And the most important, what is the basic difference between the piezoelectric and transducer and EMAT? Actually, EMAT and the transducer are basically used for the ultrasonic, used in the ultrasonic testing for testing the materials. So what is the, we have to know about the, what is the difference between the piezoelectric transducer and the EMAT. The first one is the couplant. Couplants are required in the piezoelectric transducer, and the second is in EMAT no couplant is required. Note down. The second one is it is